Eamonn Holmes, 65, issues a health update as he suffers flare-up after being rushed to hospital. Eamonn Holmes has shared a health update after he revealed he was rushed to the hospital following months of health woes. The broadcaster, 65, suffered a setback in his recovery after taking a tumble at home earlier this month. Taking to Instagram on Thursday, Eamonn revealed that he has now experienced a flare-up and decided to take it easy while he indulges in some classic films. Posting a selfie while wearing a black cowboy hat, he penned, "Howdy Pilgrims. My head and neck muscles having a flare-up since my fall. Been prescribed a day of watching westerns to help recuperate. On my list Russel Crowe in the 3.10. From Yuma, John Wayne in Red River and Kevin Costner dances with wolves. It's medicine, honestly, feeling better already, ouch." It comes after the TV presenter admitted that he was in a lot of pain. Alongside a picture taken in the ambulance that he posted on Instagram, he penned, "An unexpected journey this morning, bit of a fall on the bathroom floor. Gosh, it hurts. Thank you ambulance crew." A couple of hours later, he shared a picture of himself from his hospital bed, writing, "Not how I wanted to be spending the holiday weekend, but life's not easy these days. Thanks to everybody who is looking after me." Eamonn has been plagued with health woes following surgery on his back in 2022 and has been relying on the aid of a walking frame or wheelchair since, and later shared a photo from his bed and writing, "Life's not easy these days." In March this year, he revealed his problems are ongoing, admitting on Instagram, "Even when the sun shines there's pain. Sometimes I feel I'll never beat this disc immobility, but I'm determined to have a life. So pray for me, help me or get out of the way social media haters." In 2016, Eamonn underwent a double hip replacement operation after living with acute pain for many years. Speaking about his operation at the time, Eamonn said, "Was I nervous? No, it was just like being on television. In the build-up I was stressed, can I do this? Will I handle it? And it was a bit odd the night before when people started paying me tributes. Eamonn, you were brilliant and I'll always remember when you did this and that. It was like dying but not dying." He faced a completely different health ordeal 2 years later, as he was struck down by shingles which threatened to derail his son Declan's wedding day. In 2021, Eamonn's chronic back pain had begun and it seemingly came completely of the blue. The pain became so severe that it left Eamonn reliant on a walking stick, but he soon found out the root cause. He eventually discovered it was 3 slipped discs that affected the movement of his right leg. Eamonn's estranged wife Ruth Langsford, 65, suffered a health issue of her own on Thursday when she pulled out of her 2-hour QVC line TV slot after being struck down by a stomach bug. She debuted the clothing line in 2017 and features on the show every week, but uploaded an update on her Instagram story announcing her absence, saying, "I've got a horrible tummy bug so unfortunately can't do my show at QVC tonight." The star added, "Thankfully the wonderful at Melissa Hardestyle is stepping in for me, so I hope you can join her. Some lovely new pieces launching. Thanks Melissa." Alongside the update, Ruth, who announced her split from her TV presenter husband last May, shared a photograph of herself and fashion stylist Melissa Hardy smiling, who will be covering her show instead. In December 2021, Eamonn told The Sun how his struggles with his trapped sciatic nerve had an impact on his family, who had to help him with everyday tasks. He admitted, "It's been a difficult year. For months now I haven't been able to walk, sometimes at all, and it has really taken its toll on everyone around me too. I can't bend down to pick things up, so," his ex-wife Ruth Langsford ends up having to wait on me, "and I know my sons particularly are a bit embarrassed by the way I move around." In September 2022, Eamonn was forced to step away from his GB News show as he underwent vital back surgery to aid his chronic back pain. His battle with chronic back pain started after a dislocated pelvis led to 3 slipped discs. Following his surgery, he revealed that despite physiotherapy, he continues to find his lack of mobility stops him from doing simple things and is forced to rely on others, which he described as soul-destroying. He wrote on X, formerly known as Twitter, "Worked hard at my physio this morning, very tiring, but I've now sat on my backside for 5 hours and feel bad about doing nothing. Lack of mobility and depending on others stops me doing really simple things. For peace of mind I feel another round of foot exercises coming on." His spinal surgery left him with a weakened left leg, too, and just over 2 weeks into his recovery from the operation, Eamonn fell backwards down 18 stairs at the Weybridge home, hitting the stone floor at the bottom. The horrific accident could easily have killed him. Instead, he emerged with a broken shoulder, and his legs further weakened. The former This Morning host admitted at the time that fracturing his shoulder in a fall was a massive setback. Eamonn told GB News of fracturing his shoulder during the fall. "It was a massive setback and means I'm going to need to take some extra time off to get myself better. It's been a hellish few weeks. But day by day I'm improving and I am remaining positive and trying to look on the bright side." A year after his spinal surgery, Eamonn underwent a spine and neck stretching procedure in September 2023 after admitting he couldn't walk. Eamonn admitted he hadn't recovered from his back surgery, confessing, "I can't run, I can't walk, I can't do anything except watch TV and eat." He explained, "I just got problems last year in my back, which I haven't recovered from. It's not good, it's not a good recipe I have to say." Eamonn Holmes issues health update after emergency hospital dash. Eamonn Holmes has shared a fresh health update after a painful bathroom fall landed him in hospital. Eamonn Holmes has revealed a fresh health setback after being rushed to hospital earlier this month, sharing an emotional update from his hospital bed. The broadcaster, 65, has been battling chronic pain since back surgery in 2022 and suffered a further blow recently after taking a fall at home. Posting on Instagram, Eamonn told fans he's now dealing with a flare-up and has been told to rest, with a prescription of classic westerns. "Howdy Pilgrims, my head and neck muscles having a flare-up since my fall," he wrote, alongside a selfie wearing a black cowboy hat. "Been prescribed a day of watching westerns to help recuperate." He even shared his watch list, writing, "On my list Russel Crowe in the 3.10. From Yuma, John Wayne in Red River and Kevin Costner Dances with Wolves. It's medicine, honestly, feeling better already, ouch." It follows an earlier post showing Eamonn in the back of an ambulance, where he revealed, "An unexpected journey this morning, bit of a fall on the bathroom floor. Gosh, it hurts. Thank you ambulance crew." Later that day, he shared another update from his hospital bed, admitting, "Not how I wanted to be spending the holiday weekend, but life's not easy these days. Thanks to everybody who is looking after me." The GB News host has faced a series of health issues in recent years, including a double hip replacement in 2016 and being struck down by shingles 2 years later, just as he was preparing for his son Declan's wedding. In 2021, his debilitating back pain began without warning. The condition was eventually diagnosed as 3 slipped discs, which affected the movement in his right leg and left him needing a walking stick, frame or wheelchair for mobility. In March, Eamonn admitted the problems are ongoing, writing, "Even when the sun shines there's pain. Sometimes I feel I'll never beat this disc immobility, but I'm determined to have a life. So pray for me, help me or get out of the way social media haters." Looking back on his hip surgery, Eamonn recalled, "Was I nervous? No, it was just like being on television. In the build-up I was stressed, can I do this? Will I handle it? And it was a bit odd the night before when people started paying me tributes. Eamonn, you were brilliant and I'll always remember when you did this and that. It was like dying but not dying." Meanwhile, his estranged wife Ruth Langsford, also 65, was forced to pull out of her QVC appearance on Thursday due to a stomach bug. Updating fans on her Instagram story, she wrote, "I've got a horrible tummy bug so unfortunately can't do my show at QVC tonight." She added, "Thankfully the wonderful at Melissa Hardestyle is stepping in for me so I hope you can join her, some lovely new pieces launching. Thanks Melissa." Eamonn Holmes shares major health update after hospital update and recent setback. Eamonn Holmes provides a health update after a recent fall and flare-up in his recovery while sharing how he's spending his time recuperating with classic Western films. Eamonn Holmes has provided a health update after being rushed to the hospital following a recent fall at home. The broadcaster, who has been battling chronic health issues, revealed on Instagram that his recovery had suffered a setback after experiencing a flare-up in his neck and head muscles. In his Thursday post, Eamonn shared a selfie wearing a black cowboy hat and mentioned that he had been prescribed a day of relaxation with classic Western films to aid his recovery. He wrote, "Howdy Pilgrims. My head and neck muscles having a flare-up since my fall. Been prescribed a day of watching westerns to help recuperate. On my list Russel Crowe in 3:10 to Yuma, John Wayne in Red River, and Kevin Costner in Dances with Wolves. It's medicine, honestly, feeling better already, ouch." According to Daily Mail, this health setback came after Eamonn was rushed to the hospital earlier this month due to severe pain from his ongoing recovery. He had previously shared a photo from an ambulance after a fall in the bathroom, expressing his gratitude to the ambulance crew for their help. Eamonn's health struggles began after back surgery in 2022, and he has since relied on a walking frame and wheelchair for mobility. Despite undergoing a spine and neck stretching procedure in 2023, Eamonn continues to face challenges with his mobility, even as he remains optimistic about his recovery, as per the publication. In March, he opened up about his pain on Instagram, expressing determination to live life despite his chronic condition. He also reflected on the toll his pain has taken on his family, sharing that his health issues have required them to assist with everyday tasks. Meanwhile, Eamonn's estranged wife, Ruth Langsford, also faced a health issue recently, as she had to cancel her QVC appearance due to a stomach bug, as per the outlet. Eamonn's ongoing health journey has been difficult, but his resilience and sense of humor continue to shine through as he takes it day by day.